Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Still working on these junk journals and just, doing these short little videos to share with you some ideas to get the juices flowing. I know in the beginning when I was starting to do junk journals, I felt really overwhelmed. There were so many different things to play with. So, maybe this will help you. I hope so. Today what I wanted to show you was this piece here that I've done. I really love staggering papers. I think it's really cool. Let's see, can I straighten you out? There we go. Straightened out just a little bit. So what I've got here is this page here flips. So you can write on the back of this one. And then we've got this one that flips. And then you've still got some of this page left. Like I've said in the past, I am really big. My journals have lots of writing space. Some people like the journals to be, all these tucks and folds and these just beautiful, amazing art. And I love them. I absolutely love them. But I've kept journals all my life since I was like really little. And so I love the idea of having these, but also being able to write in them. So I leave quite a bit of blank space in mine to make sure that it can be used as both a journal and sort of like tucks and folds and pockets. An interactive journal, I guess. Anyway, so I wanted to show you how I did this. None of, these tutorials are super difficult, but sometimes it just helps to see it. I've got this border punch, and I got this off of Amazon, and I love these. So I am going to be using one of these today. And I've got some glue and some washi tape. I think almost everybody's got washi tape. And then I picked out some of these cards that I have. This is called the Bible of Lilies. And they're just these brown flower sort of cards. And I think they're so stunning. And so I'm going to use these. So this is what it looks like in this journal. Like I said, I'm going to show you what it looks like in one journal. And then I'm going to do it in the next. So let's put this one aside and pull out the one that we've been working on together. This baby. Remember this one? Okay. So I'm not really working in order in this journal because I know, so a lot of times I start with sort of a lot of my flips and my tucks, and then I'll add small embellishments in the end. So we did this last time. I'm skipping, so I got a pocket here. I want a whole writing page here. Got some whole writing pages here. So I've decided to put it here. And I'm going to pop this down right here just so you can see. And these are the two cards that I've picked out. I think I'm going to do it this way. I like that this yellow pulls in just a little bit of this yellow and green. The peach behind it makes it pop. It's pretty. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut my border edges with my punch. Now, these punches are so cool because it has this line here. And so you can just line it up. And I'm going to show you, hopefully. Okay, so I know I want to do this side. I'm going to tape on this side so it's going to fold open this way, okay? So this is how I do it. I line this piece in here. And this is pretty heavy-duty cardstock. This is probably way more. I think it's even more than 110. So it's a little hard to cut. I'm going to have to put some pressure on it. But I line it up with this edge of the square right here. And, okay. And we're going to punch it. Did that punch? Hold on. Sorry. There we go. Here. So it takes a fair amount of pressure on this cardstock to do it, but it's worth it to me. So if you struggle with your, sort of strength in your hands, you might want to use something a little lighter. So now I've got this line here. Put something dark behind this so you can see here. This will work. So now I've got this line here where, so I know I'm gonna put my line with that, my line here with this line here to continue punching. Okay, so let's get it back in here. Okay. There we go. It's taking me a lot of pressure to get this punched. I'm going to line it up again with that line. Okay. And last one. Yeah, these are so tough to punch. There we go. Okay, there's one. And let me do this second one. Okay. My gosh. I finished my Christmas shopping for my daughter. So excited to be done with that part, which is always sort of, you know, you gotta make sure everything for your kids is handled. Because Christmas is for the kids mostly. Yeah. Okay, hold on. There we go. And last one, thankfully, because this hurts my hands a little bit, I gotta tell you. Line that up. Okay, there we go. Yes. All done. Whew, that's a workout. And you don't have to do these borders. Let me show you here. Where's my other journal? Okay, I did this one. Let me see where it is in here. Where are you? Let's see. No, I've got one in here. It's all about. Oh, here we go. So I did this, which I kept one straight and one with the border edge. And this is very light paper. So it's super easy to do. So you don't, I mean, by all means, whatever weight. I just really wanted to use these. Now, I've got this tiny little piece here, and I'm just going to trim that off with my scissors. Round it out. So, yep, there we go. And that bottom looks good. And then this one's got a tiny piece there. Huh? Okay, and I gotta tell you, I am loving working on my junk journals because this is one of my favorite, and you know, it's my favorite thing to do. I love putting these together. I think it's so exciting. Okay, so now I've got my two pieces, and I'm going to raise you up just a little bit to make sure that you can see this whole thing. Okay, there we go. Let's see if that works. Okay, and we are going to use some washi tape. I'm really hoping I have enough of this left because I had a tiny bit here. And in fact, I think I'm going to end up having to order this set again because I want, so a lot of times in a junk journal, you want a theme. In this one, my theme was to use this paper. I had this old gift bag and I just tore it up. So I've got pieces throughout the whole journal, little tuck there, some here. So it just carries throughout this whole journal and brings everything together. The other thing I used for this journal was some of this yellow fabric, which I kept shredding from this piece here. Sorry. So that was my theme to kind of carry this whole journal together. And on this one, I haven't fully figured out my theme. I know I'm going to use this rose tape because I really love that. And I know I'll probably figure out something else, but I haven't gotten there yet fully. Okay, so I'm going to ink these lightly. Now, they're going to be taped on this edge, so I don't need to ink that. And I'm using my vintage photo, my Tim Holtz vintage photo. This portion here is kind of hard to ink, so I just kind of lightly do that. But I'm going to get this edge at least. Just because I think, because I like inking. I feel like it just pops, makes everything pop a little bit. So I'm just going to lightly dab in there. It's not going to be just to make sure it doesn't look funny. Okay. These border punches. Oh. See, I am not buying anything more. I've sworn off buying anything else for a while because I have enough. But it's things like this that I'm like, oh, wouldn't it be fun to have more? I love them so much. And I'm like, no, you do not need more. You don't need more of anything. Note to self, you do not need anything else. My husband was asking me what I wanted for Christmas this morning. Honestly, I know I want another pair of winter boots and I love the bogs. So I know I need a new pair because mine are like 6 years old, and I'm basically barefoot in the summer or with my, chacos, and then as soon as it gets cold, I put on my bogs and I wear those all winter. And as a mom, I like that they just flip on and off. Don't worry, I'm not selling bogs. Anyway, so I know I want another pair of those. I can't really think of anything. Which is killing him. So, but I don't know. I'm at that point in my life where, I mean, who doesn't want beautiful things, right? But I don't need anything. Okay, so we're going to start with this one. This is going to be my top piece. And I think I'm going to lay this out just gently. Yeah, I think I'm going to want it like this. So I'm going to start with this one. And I'm going to get my journal out of the way for a minute and work on this card. Let me just pop this over here. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to lay out my tape. And I usually like a little bit of a torn edge because I feel like it's a little more organic. Okay, so I know I'm going to want it here to here. And I'm going to go just a little past where I need it. Okay. And let me set this. Okay. I'm going to move my mat this way. I'm going to tear this edge a little bit. Okay. Hold on. A little more. A little more. I think I love, I got into this sort of when I was a jeweler. I love the idea of old things being made beautiful again. And the idea that, I think it's from a movie where she talks about, I may be slow because I've used my body, and I may be, my whatever, basically my hair may be gray because, I went out and I stayed in the sun, and I may have lines on my face because I smiled and I laughed. And I love that idea of sort of like we use up our bodies and we use things up. And sometimes they break and then you glue them back together, but they're like more precious because they have a story behind them and a memory. Anyway, okay. So I'm going to move this just off to the side, and we're going to reinforce our washi tape because we know washi tape sticks, but it doesn't stick forever. And at night, it likes a little help from our friend Art Glitter Glue. Okay. So I'm just going to put a light edge, a light line all along this edge here. Okay? And now I'm going to pop this tape back on. Okay. Oh my gosh, my dog. Are you okay? That sounded awful. Hold on, let's see. I'm trying to get it really nice and straight. Okay, let me. There we go. There we go. Okay. And my paper towel. Okay. Okay. So I've got that piece done. And I'm going to pop it up gently. Bring my journal back over. And I'm going to put a strip of glue on this piece, okay? Let's see. I tried that Barely Art glue, and I like having it. Like, it's handy for certain things, but Art Glitter Glue is still my favorite. It just is. Okay, so what did I say? I said I wanted it, I think like that and that. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to get this in here. Okay, right there, nice and straight. Okay, and I know I have a little excess tape here. It's going off the page, so I'm just going to tear. There we go. Okay. So I am going to bone folder this down. I'm going to get a really nice, adhere it really well. Okay. First, let's make sure I got any excess glue off. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and crease this. Okay. Like basically getting that edge really nice. And I'll even use my fingernail. Because sometimes our hands work better than anything. Okay. Really getting it on now. Okay. Flip it over. Just make sure. Okay. So I have this tiny piece here that's like, I don't know. Can you see that? Okay. I'm going to cut that because I don't want that. I'm just going to cut it without the card so that, okay. And I'll just let that fall behind the card. And that way, the only thing is the edge of the card. That's all that's attached. Got a little tiny piece down here at the bottom still. I'm going to trim that off. Okay. There we go. Okay. Good. Wait. I think I still have a tiny bit left. Okay. Okay. And now I'm going to do my second piece. So I want this one. I like them staggered. So I want this one, I think, here. Okay. So flip this over. Move the book out of the way. We're going to do the same thing as we did with the last one. These are just baby tutorials. And sometimes that's nice. Sometimes we have just enough time for something small. Okay. Tear. I know I'm going to want to tear that corner. Okay. And I'm going to tear it. Oh, okay. There we go. Ah, that works. Okay. Same thing. We're going to put a line of glue here. Did I ink? Yeah, I inked. Yeah, I inked. Okay. I hate it when I forget to ink and I glue something in and I'm trying to ink in a book. Now, we have got that elastic binding, so easy enough to take the page out. And, okay, so here we go. Let me get this on. Let's get it lined up. Nice and straight. Cindy, we're not going to do that, okay? Can we not do that, please? And let's make sure we have any excess glue off. And then I'm just going to give it a little, make sure it's on there. And on this time, you know what? I've got a little piece here. I'm going to be smart and cut this off now. It's going to be easier than when it's in the book. Okay, that one looks good. Okay. Let's get this back over. And let's put our line of glue on the tape. On the tape. Let me get the pen out of my mouth so y'all can hear me. That is a habit that I picked up not that long ago. I used to never do that. And then now it's like a habit I'm struggling to break. That makes no sense to me, but okay. And I wanted you... hold on. Second. Hold on. Nope, a little crooked. Come on. Okay, there we go. That looks good to me. Okay, let's get in there. Make sure it's sealed down really well. I'm going to use my fingernail just because, you know, it's kind of, my hands are my best tool. Okay. Yeah. And you can do this with old postcards. You can do this just with paper like I did in that other journal, just pretty paper. Do it with whatever you want. Okay. Okay, make sure. There we go. And that's just such a pretty page, right? Just a little something. Here, I'll bring it back down so you can see better. Look at that. I love that. So as I'm going through my journal, and this, this is just what I do. I go, okay, I'm flipping through my journal. I've got writing space. I've got these great sort of flip outs. More writing space, a pocket. Oh, and look at this. A little pretty something. And I can flip both of these and write on both of them. And then I've still got space. And it just gives a little something, but it doesn't take away from the journaling space. So, you know, super quick, super easy. If you enjoyed this little short tutorial, and if you want to see more, I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to keep sharing. I'm going through my books anyway. I'm doing them anyway. So I thought, well, why don't I share my ideas as I do them? My name is Delias Paris. Hit the like and subscribe if you'd like. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, throw them in the notes, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks.